The stakeholders opposing the DA's bid to abolish the ANC's cadre deployment policy have told the High Court that the opposition party has failed to produce evidence to link the failure of SOEs in the country directly to the policy itself. In fact, lawyers on behalf of the president argued that the appropriate measures have been taken to ensure the public sector appointments are not vulnerable to abuse.
What we are submitting is that the President's response demonstrates that the President is providing appropriate direction to ensure that public appointments are not vulnerable to abuse, regardless of what the ANC or any other party does with their policies. So the DA's contention that the President has no intention of revoking the policy is really neither here nor there. It's for the ANC to decide what it wishes to do with its internal policies. It's for the President to ensure that the Constitution and the law is upheld.
The DA, in its bid against the policy, argued that the abolishment of cadre deployment is a fundamental prerequisite to halting the collapse of state enterprises, adding that it is unlawful for any party to have influence over appointments in the public sector. The party further roped in the Zondo Commission's finding on the policy, as it currently stands, as affirmation to its arguments before the court. Lawyers on behalf of the Minister of Public Service and Administration, however, says that only undue influence gives rise to constitutional concerns, not merely influence. And the Constitution only outlaws undue influence.
But the trigger of unlawfulness is not the policy, but the taking into account of what the policy has said in that regard. Secondly, we don't understand Justice Zondo's finding to suggest that any influence, and that's the DA's suggestion, any influence in the appointment of relevant officials, either in the public service, parastatals, or other organs of state, is unlawful by the mere fact of influence. It will be a far-reaching contention for the DA to make.
Judgment in the matter has been reserved. Kani Mapanga, SABC News, Pretoria.